Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and also happy midnight. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Neko Dubs podcast, a very chill and nerdy podcast where we all invite you all to sit back, relax, and nerd out with me and Andy, as well as a special
Yeah.
guest. Yeah, and as well as a special guest. Today we have a new member, oh, not a new member, but one of the older members, but also who's younger than me, of Nico Dubs. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Duck. I've been here pretty much since the beginning. I've voiced a few things, like in Double Tail, I'm Mr. Bone Man. Everyone knows who he is.
Who's Mr.
And,
Bowman?
Everyone knows Sans Undertale, the legend,
The legend.
the meme himself.
Yeah.
And,
Bone Daddy.
Oh yeah, Bone Daddy. That's the name.
Yeah, Duck's the OG of all Sans voices in terms of Nico Dubs. So like, if you all tuned in to the very first episode, or even like, not like the recent, well, even until now, like you voiced literally all the Sans except for Faris. Unless
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
wrong.
much.
Yeah,
I also
pretty
have,
much.
I think I'm. What's his name? His name is Albert
Oh yeah, Albert. Yes, from
in the Don't Starve thing.
yeah, and they are and a lot and like the new episodes they're coming very soon. We're all working on them as Duck is also working on his lines as Albert, assuming.
Uh, yeah, they're all done.
Yes, you're working really hard. You're like in the studio 24/7, right, Duck?
Incredibly hard.
Incredibly hard.
More than
Yeah.
4 hours, I need to see a doctor immediately.
Yes, that's how much he destroyed his voice. I'm telling him, like he may be, but so it's nice to have you here, Duck. Um, it's nice to finally have someone instead of being a two-person podcast for the past 2 episodes, right? Right, Andy?
And here I thought you enjoyed my company.
No, I love your
so
company. I
deeply
just, I
hurt.
no, I love your company. I just think it's more of me, you know. It's like.
Thickens.
It's like I don't know what to say. I need someone who can talk for me, with me, together, because we're all a team.
I see.
Anyway, so how have you been, Duck?
I'm doing pretty good. I just started college recently,
Yep.
so I'm having to deal with all that shit.
Yep, our Duck is growing up. I'm so excited for you. Like, this reminds me what back when I was a freshman 2 years ago.
Yeah. I just had my first real college experience today because I woke up late for my first class.
Nice,
And I
nice.
just, like,
You just
took it.
you need that tradition. You need to be late on your first day of class.
Oh no, it was like the 5th day of class.
Oh, fifth day?
I'm
Oh,
an
nice,
absolute
nice,
idiot.
nice. Yo, you can be late any day, and it's still a tradition. But I'm glad you're getting used to college. It's what it is. I hope you do well in your classes. Same could be
Yeah.
said for Kami, right? You hope for our duck to grow up.
Do you believe in me, Mom?
Do you believe in little brother?
He's gonna grow up and spread his wings and probably fly south for the winter.
Wait, hold up. Is Duck in this family? Is Duck my older brother or younger brother? If we're judging by like natural age or or how long he joined.
I'm not entirely sure.
All right, you're
He's
my.
Duck. That's what he is.
All right, you're a duck. You're Duck. You're not even a brother. You're a duck.
I'm a fucking bird, dude.
Yeah, you're a
I'm
fucking
just
bird.
hanging on.
Bird's a word. I'm speaking of bird. If y'all tuned into a professional League of Legends esport, there's a team with a member named Nuke Duck. They won a quarterfinal game, and they're in the semifinals. It's the year of the duck.
Oh yeah.
A year to remember.
Ruin my name, or else I'll have to be mildly annoyed or something.
Anyways, so for today, the topic that us three are going to talk about, well, mostly Duck and Andy, since they're basically the OG of Nico Dubs. They're going to elaborate more on the origin, or because in the first episode we talked about more of the hiatus and what we are doing right now and what we have been doing, but now we're just talking about how Nico Dubs was formed and created. Am I right?
So,
am I the only one who did you two not know that we're going to talk about it today?
no, man, you told us like 2 minutes before we started, so I think we're entirely prepared. Anyway, Kami,
Yes.
you're the grand mommy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
So, you started off. You're the tail lady.
the
Well,
founder.
I was sitting in my room one evening and I was incredibly bored. I had nothing to do. And there was absolutely I couldn't find a job. Everything was going sucky. So I
Relatable.
thought I want to do a project. So I couldn't do one of my other projects, and I looked up, it's like, hey, I want to do an audio series for Double Tail, because the only thing I have is a freaking tablet, and the only thing I can do is edit audio. So I set up the casting call page, and then I also posted it on what the casting call page was after I asked X-Wolf, the creator.
That's what I thought first was his Amino post.
Oh.
Yeah, and he reblogged it on Amino, and so I waited, and then a bunch of people came aboard, and I chose the actors.
Which Amino page? Just wondering.
It was the Undertale Amino. I'm not a part of that anymore.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Amino sucks.
It's
but
just.
back on topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're never gonna be sponsored by Amino.
Shots fired. Oh, there goes our money and sponsorship.
See, it also started because the one I had to voice the main character came from Amino.
Ah.
He contacted me through Amino. One of our members, Connor.
Oh, so
Our favorite little dirt boy.
so Connor was the one who contacted you.
Yeah, he said, I asked him if he wanted, what he wanted to contact me with, to send me his lines and stuff, and he said Discord.
Oh.
And my first thought was, what the fuck is Discord? I had no idea what that was.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. And so then I sideloaded the app on my Kindle. I'm like, this is Discord. I accidentally made a server. Because I probably didn't even know how group chats work.
Nice.
So he came aboard, and then I went to everyone's like, this would be so much easier. I set up this Discord. I'm like, when I'm typing out the invites, I was trying to say, do not let them know you have no idea what you're doing. With Discord.
Act professional.
I had no clue that you had no idea what you were doing.
So eventually everyone joined aboard the Discord server, and it became literal chaos for 10 days.
And this is Nico Dubs? Like the group chat?
Yeah, it's just when everyone decided to join up, so I was like, okay, we can, satisfy everything, and it ended up being I gathered a group of freaking weirdos, and I love it.
Excellent.
How did you
Amazing.
So how did you find Duck? How did you find the quack?
Well,
He was on the audition.
Yeah, I originally auditioned for Sanis, but I was pretty close to.
Wait,
doing,
Samus or Sans?
Sans.
Sans. Oh, you Sans. Yeah.
I'll call him Bone Daddy from now
The
on.
Bone Daddy. All right,
Yes,
Bone
Bone
Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was pretty close to auditioning for his brother.
Papyrus.
but,
Yeah.
I realized that they already had someone who'd auditioned, and there'd been no one for him yet, so I ended up just doing him. I almost did Couture too, but once again, there was someone there.
Yeah.
So I am the voice of Anarchy, who we won't see for like ever.
Oh, was this?
It's mostly because for people who want to know about the Double Tail series, it's called editing audio. Kind of sucks ass when you can't get your lines to work the way they do. I finally got a computer to use Audacity, and god damn it, some of the lines won't even convert.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I have a lot of trouble. Like, back in the early days when I was figuring out Audacity, holy shit, it was hell. Because some of them couldn't convert, or my old laptop was, like, too slow. Oh my gosh. I hate that.
Yeah, so that's why I decided to work on other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's when they started up all the other series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was... Well, mostly we started talking, and we ended up being a pretty tight-knit group pretty quickly.
Yep.
I mean, I still can remember some of the conversations we had. Was really weird.
Hey, I will neither confirm nor deny any assertions as to my desire to have sexual intercourse with spaghetti. That is...
Whoa, wait.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I might confirm it. Maybe. Yes. Definitely.
Wait.
Yeah,
So
that's when we started up a whole AU called Underfam.
Wait. So all of this happened before I was there?
Oh,
Yeah.
About sexual. Whoa, wow. Okay.
And I also remember the entire conversation about a corkscrew penis.
What?
The anatomy of the duck is kind of hellish. They're little demons with wings. They're cute though, so that's fucking cool.
All right. Is that how you got your name?
No, I actually got my name from there's this YouTuber that I used to watch a ton called Hoodlum Scrafty, and one of the kind of inside jokes in his community was that he would call the Pokemon Ducklit.
Wait.
So I ended up...
Hoodlum Scrafty. He's not. Oh no, never mind. That's another one. Never mind. Wrong YouTuber. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, well, so I did that, and then the 122,000 shit, that's like back from when I was in 3rd grade and made a Roblox account for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the numbers like back in. I'm pretty sure it is relevant into like all gamers, or even like growing gamers. They're now like what, in their 20s or mid 20s, so like or even like in their late teens. Like, we all can relate to the fact that one of our early usernames contained numbers.
Oh yeah.
100%. Like, I believe mine was... I got my first Maple Story account. Mine was like dark or White Fang or like Dark Fang 027 or something like that. Like, yeah, that was like my first Maple Story. Yeah.
At least it wasn't like XX.
Yes.
Halo 16,
yes.
XX.
or like my friend did a stupid one, like shy guy 47. Like, what the? Are you setting an account for Tinder or something? Or
No,
like
your
a dating site?
Your
Dating.
shy
Yeah, shy guy. Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're gonna have like this 40-year-old woman show up. It's like, hello, shy guy 47.
There goes catfish. Yeah, catfishing, you know?
Shy guy 47, I'm looking for love tonight, okay? I like long walks on the beach, grandmothers, and
oh my
Johnny,
gosh.
So if you can combine all 3 of those, that would be just dandy.
But seriously though, if an old lady came like is catfishing me, oh my god. No, like, Duck, in one lesson in terms of like online dating site is to be careful to get catfished. I've heard a lot of Tinder stories about that happening. Like, it hasn't happened to me yet, but still.
Okay, I'll make sure to keep that in mind when I inevitably make a Tinder account.
This is my elderly brother advice to you from a junior to a freshman. How about that?
Yeah, that's what it is.
So really, us. Oh, go ahead. Tommy, did you?
I was like, yeah, of course, that's what it is.
But reeling us back to the topic, so Doc, did you join along with others? Like, did you and other members join at the same time, or was it like? Because as far as I know, right now, it's like Kami started it, and then Connor was the first person to join, right?
I think Connor was the first one to like
Yeah.
officially get a role, but
Okay.
everyone joined the Discord server at about the same time.
Oh, and does that include? Does that include Justin or not yet?
I think
Yeah,
it-
that
yeah,
includes him.
Okay.
Yeah, it did include him.
Oh wow! So you all joined at the same time, and then you were talking a little bit, upload some videos, and eventually I joined. Is that how it is? Or is there?
Yeah, that's about how it went.
Oh,
Yeah, that's basically how it went.
and
I mean, we had those other channels around that had. There's one, there's some we don't talk about, some I deleted.
What are those, Connie? Can you talk about them?
yeah. I mean, we already
It's
talked
called
about
the
penis.
It's called the Sin Chat, and we don't talk about the Sin Chat. We do not talk about the. It's like Vegas.
But what if I want to talk about the Sin Chat?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Duck, don't you get the Vegas reference?
Racing
Whatever
Vegas.
happens at Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, whatever happens in the Sin Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, stays
Stays
in the
our
Sims chat.
Nightmares.
Yeah, it's
Like-
in my nightmares. I was the one that delete that stuff.
Like I don't even open the Sin chat.
Yeah, it can stay in your nightmares. I was having a grand old time.
No, let us. I don't want to stay up my nightmares. I'm in college. I need sleep. I don't want to die. I let it stay in my Discord. I ain't gonna open that. Let it stay there, okay? If I want to screw myself over, I'll open it. But it's like a Pandora's box, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Pandora's box that ended up transferring to a different server that also ended up being deleted.
Yeah, basically, that's just how it is.
Curse you, hot links.
So, is there anything you think, like anything you want to add more towards it, like how it does? How is how is it in the beginning? You know, like when you all meet up, like how is the chemistry,
It was a ton of fun,
atmosphere?
dude. Like, we all already had most of us had the common interest of Double Tail, so we just kind of immediately hit it off.
Huh.
We had a great time.
So
Some of the
Yeah.
people are less active now, but
Yeah, well, we kind of moved to the other server, so.
Yeah.
yeah.
And and as I said in the first episode, and I'll keep saying it again, all of us have our own transitional phases, like very frequently, especially from like early teens to mid to late, mid 20s or even late 20s, like transition from not just a teenager but to a young adult and then college, jobs. Some of us are getting off of surgeries. Like I'm still waiting for my ortho and things like that. Like each of us have our own transitional phases, and teenage to adulthood usually has like the most transitions.
Yeah, well, we're still talking. I mean, when we started because we had started this out for Double Tail, and then Connor got this idea that, hey, we should invite the author X-Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Why should we invite X-Wolf here? I'm like, hey.
Can
And
you?
then he bugged him on his Tumblr to make a Discord after showing all of the random shit we were up to.
Wait,
And
so
then X-Wolf
can you? Sorry, but can you talk a little more about X-Wolf, like who he is, like which comic you both dubbed before?
X-Wolf, he doesn't draw comics. He mostly writes stories. I mean, he's good. He's good as a writer. And now that I've actually gotten to know him well, I'm like, God damn it, why?
Yeah, he's the author of Double Tail. He's currently working on an original thing called An Unnamed Story. I think that's what it's called. That's what we're on Fiction Press, I think. So, shameless plug for him.
Yep.
Yeah, shameless plug. Yeah.
Stay tuned, everyone.
Very grateful, dude.
Yeah, shameless plug. It's been 3 episodes, and each episode we have shameless plugs for
Yes.
everyone. Here's a shameless plug for you. Here's a shameless plug for you, and also you.
No one
Because
wants
we're
to
all
plug
vain
with
assholes.
We're all plugged. But which comics or which stories have you dubbed before? For X-Wolf.
I think I was in Spaghetti Tail. I think I don't. There was a bunch.
That was our first dub that we did.
Yeah, that was the first.
Oh
one.
yeah, that is, huh? Yeah, definitely. Spaghetti.
man,
Yeah.
Yeah, Spaghetti Tail. They even got our best bloopers out of that.
Yeah.
And then I know I did something for the V-Sans asks or.
Or is
Yeah.
The V-Sans asks. And then there was.
Yeah, that I have to admit that V-Sans video, that sucked editing that. I sucked.
Wait, so V-Sans was
that editing shit was crap.
Wait, V-Sans was by X-Wolf or?
No.
No, that was by an author I talked to on Tumblr, Hammy Heart.
Yeah, Hammy Heart. There you go. And then wait, so why was X-Wolf involved in it or no?
No, he
The author of Double Tail.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
which
Double
also
Tail. Okay.
has a comic. Shameless plug for Kuro.
Kuro Neko Ballad on Tumblr.
Oh no, her Tumblr is colored black. Yeah, DeviantArt. Yeah,
DeviantArt.
That's the one.
DeviantArt. All right. Do we need to shamelessly plug anyone else to get them to watch our podcast?
No.
Want to shameless plug your friends and family, Duck?
Shout out to my roommate. He's a fucking dummy. That's about it.
All right.
I don't fucking know.
Do you have a YouTube channel you want to shamelessly plug?
I do. I'm not super active on it anymore, but it's a Dragon Bow RGHR. It's from like I used to post like fucking covers on it, but recently I've just done random clips from Overwatch, and I was like, yeah,
Nice. But on the other hand, I am active, and if you guys want to check out, it's Cage Birds. Currently, I have 95 subscribers. I need 5 more to reach 100. Thank you.
Don't you know, Doc? We're also kind of famous. 125 almost.
I know. We regained subscribers. We were like 126 at our peak before we went on a 7-month hiatus. We went to 121, and then now we're regaining subscribers. Oh my gosh.
We're like practically gonna beat PewDiePie.
Yeah, we just need.
Oh my god.
We just need like 59 million more. Oh my gosh. So.
I have the tisms.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, nothing. I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was a ghost in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm Asian. I'm very superstitious. like it's an inside thing, you know. Us Asians, we see and we either we see a ghost or we know someone who has saw a ghost.
Ooh, did you know that according to Japanese legend, when you can't go to sleep at night, it's because you're awake?
Holy shit! I don't know that.
I'm fucking freaking out, man.
I know. I thought that was a universal thing.
No, it's only in Japan.
Oh, okay. So, do you agree with this, Kami?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Even Japanese God approves.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, I shall tell you all how that even nickname, because you hear people calling me Kami sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, tell us the origin of Kami.
My username is normally Andyfire.
Yeah.
It can be shortened really easily.
Oh, you gonna tell us the origin
And as
okay.
we were talking, a bunch of people came aboard, and I think it was one of the members, Derek. They were starting to talk like, oh, you started all this? So yeah, call hail the great Kami. Like, yeah, I was like, oh, why she doesn't want to be called like that? And I'm like, that's my name now.
Wait,
Yes, I am. Bow to your god.
did Kami means God in Japanese, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah, no wonder. I see now. Okay, I get it. See, I call you Kami
And
because
that's
Justin.
basically
go ahead.
what my nickname does for the
Yeah.
longest time.
Yeah.
And that's what most people who know me from this group and the other group call me Kami a lot.
See, the thing is though, I call you Kami because Justin, the former, I keep on mentioning Justin, but Justin is a former member of Neko Dubs, but he
And
introduced
he's
me.
gonna be a former member until he fucking talks to me.
Yeah, when he talked to me too, you know. But anyways, he's a former member. He was a host of the original Neko Dubs podcast. Currently, he's inactive, but he was the one who introduced me to Neko Dubs, and to Kami, and to Derek. But anyways, a reason why I kept on calling you Kami was because Justin calls you Kami.
Well, that just ended up becoming my name. It's like
Yeah.
everyone just started saying, "I'll hail the queen, Kami."
Yeah.
Kami.
And then they're like, "Oh, what? That sounds too vain. Maybe she doesn't want to be called like that." And I just immediately typed, "Yes, that is my name now. This is my life
It's
now."
your name. It's your
And I
life.
changed my nickname. Hasn't hardly changed.
You know, I still don't know how to change my nicknames. Like, I have no, I'm not planning to, but like, I still don't know how.
You haven't even changed your profile picture, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen the profile picture. I mean, it's just, like, it's back to my old habits. I'm not the type to like update, take photos, or like use like fan arts to be my profile picture. Like, I'm still way behind. I still think I'm behind on it. Honestly, like, there's a couple of groups on Discord. I created it. There's no profile pictures. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. The truth is, people, he's the real old man.
Yeah, I am the real. I am so old fashioned. I kid you not. Like, okay, I'm not old fashioned like now, but I'm still learning because like, if you see me in person, back in like in terms of people who know me in person, I am so late in fashion. In high school, I wear anything. I literally wear anything. Like,
That's the way to go.
yes, you get me, Doc. You get me. Oh my god, it's like, you know how like, the trend is, especially in terms of like fuckboys, or you all know like what fuckboys are, right? Or like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Those like playboys, you know, like they're the current trend, or like the trend back when I was in high school. Not so. I mean, 3 years ago, it's still like the current trend of things, but is to slick their hair like very very up, you know, and to like a side, kind of like one of the people from Rugrats. You saw the picture? Yeah. I forgot that kid's name, but anyways, it's on the slide, and then wear like solid color, like just white or black or red or blue, and then wear like black jeans and like skinny. Like, they have to be skinny. They can't be baggy. And then wear like cool shoes, you know, trendy shoes like Nikes, Converse, Adidas, Jordans, and stuff like that. Like all those expensive ass stuff. Like, I don't have that shit, dude. Like I either have like blue jeans, like very blue jeans, and like all my pants are baggy. I wear khakis, and then I used to have like a lot of stripes, like stripes. No, I don't have a polka dots, but like stripes. A lot of like shirts with logos. I don't necessarily have a very solid shirt. And back then in high school, I grew my mustache and beard out. I don't grow that much. But which is why I don't like shave. So I was like, yeah, I'll just let it grow. And then I thought I looked good, but no, I looked terrible. And then I usually don't like do my hair. But eventually I learned to just do my hair, wear a little more solid, be a little more trendy. It got so I even got help because my college friend bought me like shoes from Payless because they thought my old shoes were terrible.
Okay.
but yeah, that's just how it came to. I'm very old fashioned.
Yeah, since coming to college, I've seen like 3 people wearing Supreme, and I'm like, oh, those guys have big willies for sure.
Nice.
Like,
Yes.
Incredibly girthy men wear
Yes.
Supreme. Only the girthiest.
The girthiest.
Yes, I can picture it now.
You can picture it now.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Those are like skateboards. Like a ton of people ride skateboards around campus. It's kind of weird.
Yo, I'm a scooter guy.
Yeah, a few people have scooters.
Yeah, but
There's
like-
a lot of bikes.
I'd rather ride a scooter.
Yeah, scooters was my
Peasant
childhood.
Walking around on my feetsies.
I mean, go ahead.
You are
Cam.
no peasant. You are
Yeah.
the great god duck.
Yeah, you're the great duck who has yet to flap your wings.
Yeah,
No,
I think
no,
it's
no,
everyone's
no.
gonna
He's
just-
not. Yes, he already has flapped his wings. I said he's the god duck.
Yeah, he's the
God
god
duck?
duck.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You're
Okay, in that case, that
It's-
changes some things.
you're the type of duck that never turns to geese. That's why you're the god duck.
Okay, good. Good. Fucking assholes.
Well, let's move on and lighten up the go on and talk about. I mean, since you both talk about the origin of your names, might as well talk about mine. I mean, I honestly have multiple names actually, like
I go by many names.
many names, a man of many identities. No, but like I went to okay. The reason why I went in spirit on Discord was because I liked the name. There was this friend back in high school when I used to like League. I used to like League. I don't play League anymore. I just watch like just esports like occasionally, like casually. But
Yeah.
back in my League days, back when I was a League player, I hang out with a couple of friends. You know, back in high school. We there are times where I get to like league with some of my friends, and one of the friend who's a girl, her league name was In Spirit. I think she spelled it differently, like INSP and then the one symbol, you know, one RT, but yeah, In Spirit, and I was like, yo, that's really cool. Like I like that name. And I took the name and I put it on Discord. And then I also have other names. I used to go by Claus or Sir Claus. That was actually my older YouTube channel, which I basically axed and created a new one called Cage Birds. Cage Birds isn't necessarily the name I go by in terms of my channel. I go by more of my pen name, which is Lonin.
Okay.
I've always had Lonin. Lonin was like my second name after Claus. Either it's Lonin or Claus, but Lonin is my pen name because I mainly write poetry and spoken word.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like the origins of, and Lonin comes from, interesting enough, it's an Irish. I believe it's Irish. Is it Irish origin or Scottish? It's either. My bad to Scottish or Irish viewers for mixing the origins up, but I believe it's a Irish or Scottish origin, meaning blackbird or little blackbird. And I was like, yeah, that's a really cool pen name. And then I came.
It sounds nice and spooky almost.
Yeah, I like being spooky. And interesting enough, our names are both birds.
Yeah, so we're like two sides of the same coin. I'm a duck, which is known for ducks are known for being a little evil.
Yeah.
Ducks are kind of evil, but they're cute. So,
Yeah, Daffy
you know,
Duck. I mean, that's not evil, but Duckwing. Duckwing is an anti-hero, I believe. Or
I thought that was Ducklet.
is
I
it
mean, I didn't
Ducklet?
realize a Pokemon was an anti-hero.
No, not Pokemon. There's another series. There's another cartoon series. I'm not crazy. Hold on. There's another cartoon series named Duckling, isn't there?
I don't remember.
No, that's
it, but
Darkwing
it could
Duck.
be.
Oh, Darkwing Duck. Okay.
And that's from DuckTales.
Oh yeah. Isn't he like an anti-hero? Maybe I'm wrong. He looks like one.
Oh, it's DuckTales. It's a kid's show.
Okay, I'm stupid, but yeah, you're like I don't know. You're a duck. You're a duck.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah,
that's
you're
that's a-
aquatic. I'm like more of like I'm a little blackbird. I'm like the air, or I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Well,
You said we're
I'm
both sides
actually
of the
looking through
same
some of the
coin.
old stuff to see if anyone would remember. I think I saw a
Jesus.
Danger Duck photo.
Oh. Oh. I see.
Also, the Fitness Gram Pacer test.
Oh yeah, that one came out a lot back in the day.
Back in the day.
We just kept posting that thing over and over.
I remember there's also one thing. I forgot who posted. I believe. Crap! I forgot one of our members' name.
Well, I realized how many times can one person post the name penis over and over.
Wait, but Arcade. Yes, Arcade. I remember
Yeah,
she has this series about like the hot anime guys going on.
Oh yeah, that's called
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bun Thirst.
Yeah, the Bun
I
Thirst.
actually posted a couple of myself and took over.
Yeah, I was like, I am straight, but I mean, actually, I'm more of sexually ambiguous in real life.
Oh look, it's like
But
you say it's Bun
they're
Thirst,
hot.
but it has an equal amount for everybody.
yeah, they're hot. I'm
There's the
thirsty
hot
for.
anime guys.
Yep.
There's the really gorgeous anime girls.
Yep. Oh man, I'm like thirsting for both of them, right, Duck?
Well, the only ones I posted were my original characters.
Totally, man.
Yeah, totally. So, Doug, I also have one curious question.
Hit me.
Yeah, I'll hit you. So in the
Please.
first episode, you know,
Finish me.
okay, I'll finish you, darling. My little duckling. But anyways, so in the first episode of the reboot of Neko Dubs, Kami and I talk a little about what we've both been doing in the 7-month hiatus. So what have you been doing in the 7 months?
I've just been chilling, dude. Like I've been trying to get through school, you know, getting everything I need for college set up, and now I'm here.
You
So
were
I
a
haven't been
senior
doing
back
much,
then,
right?
right? You were, sorry to interrupt a little bit, but you were a senior back then, right? In high school?
Yeah, it was, actually, how old is the server? Because
It was about
2 years
it's
ago?
almost a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half.
then it may have been like when
You're
I was in the
junior,
summer
I
of
think.
11.
Well,
No,
yeah.
I remember when our first video chat, so we were all really, not video chat, a voice chat, and I remember you were whispering.
Oh yeah, because I was
It was
in.
like a year and a half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kami told me this.
Well, that's mostly because it was just the most random thing I had ever heard in the longest time of someone hiding in a bathroom.
I didn't do a voice chat after I was in the bathroom. I think that was when I was at my mom's boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
They're not married, but whatever the fuck. But who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was there, so I was making sure I wasn't interrupting anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
very highly appreciated at the time.
Let's not mention other things. that
We
I've
got
been
you.
Yes,
doing that
let's
have not
keep
been
this-
interrupting.
We caught you. So
Let's keep this podcast PG.
Whoa,
We always say the words.
hold
let's keep
on,
it
Kami.
fucking penis.
We've been throwing like what penis and fuck and like assholes like all back and forth like. It's like PG-13, almost 16 at this point.
Let's keep this to a solid PG-16, okay?
Let's make sure we have some sponsors at least potentially, you know.
Yeah.
Let's make sure YouTube can like not see. like let's make this
Did
an
you just say
hour.
Nazi?
Like no.
Demonetized.
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 Oh my god, we're monetized.
Let's make sure that this is like at least an hour long, so YouTube will like supervise or watch all of all the
they won't comment.
duration. So at least we get some type of monetization and not be flagged down. Potential monetization once we reach like what 2,000 subscribers and like how many views?
Once we're super famous.
Yeah, once we're super famous,
Yes.
Once
we turn into PewDiePie, we'll get all the cash in the world.
once you get to you get to actually pay us, Tommy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy, where the fuck is my
Yeah.
money?
Where's my money? Where's my money? Where is my money?
I want my
Well,
money, and I
if you
need it
go
now.
to the GoFundMe account, you can donate to make sure.
Do we even have one? I don't think we have one, do we?
I mean, we could set up a Patreon.
Yeah,
We
there's
could
no point in
set up
having
a
one,
Patreon
no
once
one
we
gives
get a little
shit
bigger.
about us.
No, we don't.
So,
I mean, I could set up a Ko-Fi account, but we are way too early into
yeah, you're way
Yeah,
too
yeah.
early. We're still early. We gotta work hard. We gotta engage our working muscles. So
Yeah.
another question for you, Duck. So, I mean, I don't know if Kami explicitly said it, but I'm pretty sure she did. But Kami's a writer and also currently just doing projects based on Neko Dub, things like that. I'm still a student, aspiring to be like an actor, a performer, singer, dancer, and things like that. So, what do you aspire to be? Have you like a career set in mind, or are you still figuring things out?
I don't have a specific career set in mind, but I do have a specific major. I'm majoring in chemistry research, so
Oh.
I'll hopefully be able to do something with that in the future.
Yeah. Chemistry. I mean, science usually gives you a lot of. It's. How do I say this? It's conventional. Like it's okay. Science usually any science majors they're hard, but they can get you jobs. How about that?
Yeah, that's basically how it works.
Yeah, that's basically how it works. That's why a lot of people may try to do easy route like psychology, but even psychology
Psychology is way too oversaturated.
Yes, not just that. It's like it's not practical, and it is practical. I mean, like in a sense.
We just don't need like a billion of them.
Well, we do because. Like if you want to discuss in terms of like the mental mental culturally, like especially in like Asian cultures or not even just Asian culture, but in European culture in general, mental illness and like we are still kind of lacking as collectively, and mental illness should be discovered and more researched and more cared about. But that's just a whole another realm of conversation we will have to go through another day, maybe a potential topic. But
yes.
The thing about
America, please let me have money to go to college.
Yes, that too. But what psychology is lacking compared to other sciences is that you cannot really shadow someone. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Okay, so for example, let's say you're studying to be a doctor, right, or a nurse. You could go to the hospital, volunteer, or become an assistant and just help out. You can't necessarily shadow or volunteer at as a therapy clinic, as a therapist,
I can see that.
because
Yeah,
it's
if someone's,
confidential.
like, getting therapy, they don't
Yeah.
want a random person in there listening.
Yes. It's
That'd just be
one-on-one.
awkward.
Even group therapy is a bit iffy, unless you're like, oh, let's bring like you can do it, but like still, it's better. Like you could be as an assistant, but in terms of like therapy in general, usually it's like one-on-one session with a client. That's a more conventional way, conventional type of therapy because a lot of different types of therapy is built around the one-on-one and not necessarily a group therapy or family therapy. Even family therapy is confidential to the point where you wouldn't have someone to shadow because that's a family thing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some areas where they can shadow, but
Yeah.
probably not on some of the more
Yeah. So like,
stuff that they do day to day.
mm-hmm. That's why. Yeah, psychology is practical. Like you could do more things. Like you could, of course, be a therapist, counselor, consultant, things like that. But it's tricky. How about that? It's pretty tricky compared to like chemistry and things like that.
Yeah.
And
It's like it's almost an art, because like they usually put psychology in the same area. They kind of separate it from the other sciences.
yes, it's because it's very it's. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I would say it's like one that's currently still potentially the least knowledged out of the sciences, or least developed, because it's hard to develop psychology.
I suppose, because like psychology, it's hard to go deep into
Yes.
without getting into philosophy, and then that branches off into a ton
Yeah.
of different forms of psychology.
And a lot of the theories, especially the Freudian, if you follow Freudian theories, they're still theoretical. To this day, it's hard to really prove Freudian stuff, even though they really sound great, because his stuff deals with the unconscious, and we don't know, like we cannot be conscious or aware of the unconscious.
Yeah, and then like Jung has his own version of the subconscious that he uses, and then it's kind of difficult because you have to subscribe to one specific version of psychology.
Yeah.
Because whenever you mix them, they don't compute very well together.
Yeah, they don't do very well. That's why there's like specific types.
Yeah.
Essentially. But yeah, that's that. So if any of you